Hi everyone, today we are going to look at the cloud computing. The cloud computing is one of the major components for distributed applications. This is the list of topics for distributed applications. Today we'll look at the cloud computings. Cloud computing models, in theory, can be classified in three different models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Infrastructure, then it's really, really big services that you can lease from cloud computings. The platform as a service, that is a little small or medium size of the services that you can lease. The one that we, each of us, the lease from the Google Cloud Server, I wish that is in this categories, the platform as a service. So when you lease a platform, we can have the database and web server and middleware architectures. So why we need a platform as a service? So developers would like to focus on writing code without worrying about the underlying infrastructure, as the platform handles scaling, load balancing, and application management. That's actually what we want to do, right? So what we want is we want to write a code without having to worry about all details about these infrastructures. Okay, so this is what we want. Software as a service. If you want to lease only, for example, Microsoft Office 365 or Google Emailer, one specific applications to be used, then we can get this kind of service from Google Computings. The one that we want to get from the Google Cloud Server is this platform. The benefit of cloud computings for distributed applications developments, that is scalability. So we do not have to worry about scale up or scale down. If anything that can be affected from the economics. Economics, we may not handle only solely at our side. So our business may be affected from outside. Then if we invest too much resource on our applications, then it may be good if economy is still good. But all of a sudden economy falls down, then that affects to us, right? So our the infrastructure may not be fully utilized, which means completely lost. So we don't have to worry about that scalabilities. All of these can be explained that way. Reliability, availability. As we scale up, then we can increase the reliability and availabilities and cost efficiencies. We can pay as you go. So when you build your Google Cloud Server, as I said, by the way, when I retried to set up Google Cloud Server, initially you can get, I think, $300 the credits. I think this is a little bit of changes, and all the services may be enabled after you set up the payment methods. So you need to give your credit card, and then you can pay as you go. Recently, I checked out my billing systems from Google Cloud Server. They charge me $40 per month. I don't. It has been about a year, so $40. Then I can sustain without having to pay for maybe 7 months, right? With the initial credits. So what you may need to do is, after the completion of this class, you may cancel. You don't need to keep that Google Cloud, unless you really continue to work for your future career developments. Securities, again, you don't have to worry about all, for example, firewall settings and everything's minimality is given. Okay, you can of course enhance the security capabilities. That may be extra charge. I don't really tried for that. And global reach, geographical distributions, you don't have to worry about. If you set up your server, then you have to worry about where you want to run your computer, and you have to lease. You need a space, right? And also you need some technicians to handle that. All of such things may be left up to the Google Cloud servers, so we don't have to worry about. And Google distributed their servers all around the world. Of course, you can choose one specific server when you set up. You can expand that as you extend your business further wider. That is possible, but we do not go that far in this semester work. We simply look at the minimal services: computer services, storage services, database services, networking services, development and deployment tools. The networking, of course, we have see, IP address is given to you unless you start your the virtual platform. So don't try to reset up your virtual platform often. As far as you set up initially and you continue to use that IP, then that is your IP. And domain name is different. You need to register your domain name and domain name service server, for example, GoDaddy. If you subscribe GoDaddy, then go there and you need to link your domain name from there to whatever IP number that you received here in, for networking. Database services also possible. We're going to use Google Cloud MySQL. Storage, you can also set up initially and of course extend depending upon the size of data that you want to store. But I don't think we are going to store much data here. Computer services, actually not much that we do here. Okay. Example of architecture. Client side, we can use anything of this: Kotlin, Swift, React, Angular. You can make a web services, web applications or mobile applications, or simply run a Python code manually. I do not ask you to do much about the client side. Whichever the convenient to you, you can use. Okay. You can take these techniques and skills from other class. So this class enlightens you more global scope of application developments. API gateway, we set up a little bit of API gateway using the PHP middleware at the Google Cloud Server. This is what you guys need to do, okay? And microservices, yes, entire the concepts that we are doing is in these categories. I wanted to read the others. So actually, I'll skip this. And hands-on lab, we do Apache Web Server, MySQL, and PHP on CentOS Stream 9. CentOS Stream 9 is developed the collaboration between CentOS community and the Red Hat Enterprise. So this is pretty good. And PHP MyAdmin, that is a free software. So you guys need to do, you can build up your PHP coding skills as you use, okay? I am going to give you a small sample PHP code, but you can start from there. I'm not going to teach you PHP. And again, PHP codings, you can learn from other courses. For example, Mercer University computer science programs, about 10 years ago or longer, I taught at that time, I think that is the 359 web programming, maybe. There I taught PHP and Apaches, all things. So this PHP can communicate with the MySQL. Apache Web Server is needed. So HTTP protocol can be used to talk to your Google Cloud. Actually, the homeworks that I ask you to do from this class is to set up HTTP server, so you can install all of this Google Cloud and activate the HTML files. So if you give to me the URL to your specific Google Cloud service where you can show the thing that I ask you to do, that is at the end of this slide. So yeah, that'll be your the deliverable for this homework assignments. So this is a features that you may consider that we directly jump into this the Google Cloud services. The platform that we want to lease from Google Cloud is a LAMP. L for Linux, A for Apache, M for MySQL, P for PHP. So Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP all bundled, and it can be available in this the website. So console, cloud, Google, Com, marketplace, products, cloud infrastructure service, Apache CentOS 8, I think it's 8 or 9. Okay, whatever that. Start with 8. If you click this, then you can get this page, okay? I'll show you this, my screenshots, because I've done this multiple times. When I use this, then I need to give my emails. So I already exhausted my emails, so I cannot redo. But luckily, I had a screen copy. I think I did this about a week ago. So this still available like this. So go to this website, then this is the web page that you can see. You need to do, by click this, it's a billing requirements. Then you need to enabling the billings and then agree. You have to agree with that. If you do not agree, of course, you cannot go further. All right? They don't really, the Google don't trick you. They treat you. So don't worry about. And then activate LAMP. Activate your full accounts. And here you click activate. Then next one is you will your full account was activated successfully, and then click continue button. Then next one is my first product. You can meanwhile somewhere it may ask you to do, I think it is my first project. Yeah. probably this name given to you by Google Cloud. I don't think it ask us to name this. It's a given. If it's not given, but if you are free to choose the name, then you name it. And then click this, then successfully agreed to term. After that, you need to remember this page is the same page. Here, we're still here, right? We're still there. So click this and click the button, agree, and then we need to deploy. Compute engine API, infrastructure manage API. I believe you can, you don't need, actually, that is here. You can click to enable. So click this and click that. So click to enable this and go next. This is those two things, right? This. Once you have that, then your server is activated. So they said $47. I believe it's somewhere here. The initial credits somewhere. So you can take that credits. So new accounts, and then you can choose service account name. You need to enter all of this. Zone, US, you can see, you can choose, okay? And then this also, you don't need to choose much. So one virtual CPU and memory, it shows 3.775 gigabytes. And then series here, I think this is the minimal things. And again, you don't have to make it big, small size. And then next one. This is continuous. This is a long list. So after this, this is this is the same as that you have here. After this, you can do here. Allow HTTP traffic from the internet, then you need to click this. Allow TCP traffic from the internet. You have to choose this and that. And then finally deploy. Therefore, you have your name, deploy name, and your email address, and all other levels is as is, and deploy. So they are all activated. Compute engine, firewall, those things. So click this resource, then you may be able to see the details of your the cloud services. So that is Apache 545. I named this. So our class is 545. And I don't really do much. This is your IP. So you need to keep this. If we want to shut down this and restart, then you will get the different IP address. So I want you to keep this. That way, when you submit your homework assignments with this the IP address for your URL, then I may be able to access your specific location. If you keep changing this, then I don't get your location, which means you don't get the credits from this homework. And then finally, you may be able to see this. Remember, this is your IPs. Okay, that is your IP here. The LAMP is now up and running. So it says, congratulations, LAMP is installed successfully. Okay, this and then this is Apache 545 virtual machine. Click this, and you can see the details of those, of your virtuals. So this is a virtual instance. Here you can see some others. Also SSH button. It's a secure shell button, so that you can get to the system in command line. Okay, so I'll show that to you. Yeah, so if this is a VM instance, click this, then you will see toward the end of this item, then you can see SSH. You need to click this SSH to go to code your programs. So this is a code. You can get in your system. You may see your working directory, that is /home, and this is your email address. I have another email address that I used also. And then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to create your own users, but it's up to you. From here, you can access the server all the time by clicking this, and this is the only way that you can access your server, your Linux operating systems, Linux shell, from clicking this SSH. So look at here, VM instance, then you may be able to see this, your VM instance. Look at this, Apache 545 VM. Toward the right end of this, then you see SSH. Then you can get into this shell, SSH shell. You can do the program over there. Okay, so remember, this is your IP address. up to here. And it access to your home. Okay, so you from your home you can put, for example, HTTP, HTML, the files. Then you can run that once, just like this. This is my another the URL. Remember that I created another ones. This has been I think a little longer than a year. And then slash I created the JSON subdirectory. I created the project24, another subdirectory. There, the file index.html files. So I said here write index HTML file in the directory of a project24. This index HTML file should present your semester project proposals. Your semester project proposals needs to be written in this way. Okay, a table formats 2 columns. If you see the columns on the left, the first columns, then the first row, title, object, detailed description, system architecture, deliverable, and developer. Your name should appear here. Okay. On the title, then you need to write something. For your real project, project due is not the same as the due for this the Google Cloud Server installation and configurations. The Google Cloud Server installation and configurations, more specifically LAMP, LAMP servers, should be up and running and give me, this is your URL. It should be yours, not mine. You don't have to, for example, create another subdirectory here. You can directly, your URL slash project24 slash index.html. I will grade yours if I see your name here. If I see your tables, table has how many rows? Table has 2 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. This the row titles, you don't have to do others, but you can simply copy with this, right? Developer, deliverables. And the second column can be empty. You can leave this empty. For the homework number 4. For homework number 4, I'm not going to grade any content of this, but I grade whether this web page runs, where I can see here, welcome to your name's project, and I can see the developer's name, and then the list of rows here. That's it. That is for the evaluation of project. I mean, the homework assignment 4. For your project, maybe the week later, the deadline of WH4. So you will have about 2 weeks or so, maybe 10 days, maybe, no, maybe, yeah, not more than 3 weeks. We do not have enough time, right? I think 2 weeks may be reasonable for you to fill out this. Then I will review your the content. Title, I'm going to show to you my project, Smart Lock Management Systems. Objective aims to make door locks more smarter to respond intelligently to users, and to leverage all the locks, elevators, entrance doors to be interoperated. I wanted to think of, for example, hotel or the school buildings, high school or elementary school buildings or hospital buildings where there are lots of the doors and locks, and each locks and doors may authorize the users differently. All those things needs to be taken care of this smart lock management systems. So I described that detailed description here. And then the architecture, system architecture. The smart lock management system consists of Google Cloud Server, Raspberry Pi 5 that can be deployed to each lock. So each lock has Raspberry Pi 5. Remember that I showed to you the Pico size of a Raspberry Pi, very, very small size, that can be fit in the door locks. So each door lock has Raspberry Pi. And then maybe a laptop in our case, but actually, as I said here, in fact, instead of a laptop, the actual implementation has been made in Swift on iPhone apps. Okay, so in your case, I don't want you to do for iPhone apps developments in this class because we have another class for this. Usually in the spring semester, I teach mobile technologies where you can learn iPhone apps developments. For this class, I wanted to work on your laptop. You may do simple Python codings on your laptop. So that Python code communicate with the Raspberry Pi because Raspberry Pi has a TCP server set up and run. So can talk to your TCP server. And this Raspberry Pi also communicate with the cloud servers. And also your laptop needs to communicate with the cloud server. So pictorially here, Google Cloud and the Raspberry Pi. And let's say this is your laptop. Then they can communicate like this. Usually, you can get the data from there, and from Google Cloud Server, you can get the data. Between this Raspberry Pi and your laptop, you can send the data back and forth. User sits here. Okay. This user is to access, for example, hotel room door, or maybe user in another domain, medical staff member to access one specific facilities. And then there's a Google Cloud. Then this user in advance needs to access this. If this is hotel, then reservations needs to be done, right? In advance. If this is, for example, medical staff, then of course that staff needs to be employed. Therefore, all credentials may be stored in the database in Google Cloud. So depending upon the credentials stored in this Google Cloud Server, may have different authorizations for the door locks. So this is a small architecture. Deliverables. After this project is successfully complete, then a smart lock management system, that management system itself is a deliverables. That system has the functions that can reserve latches, allow users to request a door open, and then also unlock or relock the door in response to users' request. Those functions needs to be feasible and enabled in this smart lock management systems. So written report will be submitted, and then demo will be given to you. So that is the deliverables and the developer here. Okay. So what I am going to do, I will show to you. No, not this is actually that. And okay, this is something that that I showed to you. It's a VM instance. If you click this, then you can see the LAMP1 VM. This is not the one that I made for this class. The one that I made for this class is this, but I didn't set up the payment. Remember, there's Apache 545 VM. So if you click this, then you can go to SSH, but I'll give you a demo with the one that I paid. So if I click SSH, because I am already in this the lease agreement, it doesn't ask me to enter login and password. So this should be kept secretly. If I click authorized, then I can get in. And then ls, then I have that JSON directory. So cd JSON, and I have project 24. cd project 24 ls. I have only one file. So here you can use any editor, but the editor that I liked for several decades is VI mode. So I'm using this all the time. VI index, and I am going to say edit anyway. Remember, this is the HTML files I made here. Welcome to Dr. Yoon's project. And if an overview of this project proposals, and I have here title, smart lock management, and all those things. Let me show it to you. And at the end, if I say revised on October 1, 2024, I would say October 2, 2024, and hit enter. And I want to save this. And when I bring this up, currently there is no revisions, right? So I want to refresh this. So refresh this. Then I can see here revised on October 2, 2024. So this is the file that you can see. Time here right now, October 1, 23, 24. And I posted this. I give you my, I'm recording my lecture for you guys. All right. Okay. I think you understand what you need to do for homework number 4. Homework number 4, you need to follow the procedures that I listed on the lecture notes, step by step, and then you will get the LAMP is running up. Then you can come to this SSH in browser, and you can set up project 24 directory, and then create index.html files where you need to describe if you do not have enough time, if you didn't define your project proposals, then you can simply in that index HTML files simply draw a table, 2 columns, and then several rows. So each has a row title. The second columns you may leave it empty. That is for your homework number 4. And then project proposal, real project proposals that you have to fill in as much as I did my case, for my case as a sample. Okay, you can do that much. That'll be acceptable. Okay, that's it. All right. See you later.